HBCU top 5 power ranking. We are rocking and rolling and coming out of last week. Of course, a poll was not out, but there was some things that changed. I had Bama State actually in my top 5 last week, in which we didn't get a chance to do. But of course, they fell out losing to Grambling, and now we're coming into this week. Southern University right there at the number 5 spot. 5 overtime thriller against Bethune-Cookman this past weekend. They're one step closer to etching in stone a SWAC Western Division title under Coach Terrence Graves. 5-1, 6-4 overall. 3 overtimes so far this year against Prairie View, Texas Southern, now Bethune-Cookman. They had to dig deep into the quarterback room, but nonetheless, they continue to find ways to win. And they're at the top of the leaderboard in the SWAC West. And so right now, with what they've been doing, Southern is my number 5 team. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be Tennessee State. I like where they at right now in the Ohio Valley Conference. 4-2 with a loss to Tennessee Tech as well as UT Martin. 7-3 overall on the season. They playing some good football. They got a game this weekend against Gardner-Webb, but nonetheless, Tennessee State is a team that I think is to watch for. They are a top 5 HBCU football team, and at 7-3 and 4-2, they're still right there knocking on the door as a contender in the Ohio Valley Conference. May not win it, but they are one of the top teams. Number 3, North Carolina Central. Of course, after that loss to South Carolina State, they had to drop from the number 1 spot, but I didn't drop them too far. I put them at the number 3 spot. I think they are still one of the top teams in Black college football, hands down, no doubt about it. And when you look at them at 2-1, 6-3, they're going to most likely end up right there behind South Carolina State. And I'm curious to see if North Carolina Central at this point, if they can close it out, will get that bid, at-large bid into the FCS playoffs like they did last year. Then at the number 2 spot, South Carolina State. Hey, Bulldogs, you got it done. You did the unthinkable. You beat the team that nobody thought you were going to be able to do this year because it's year 1 with your head coach, Chennis Berry. And the Bulldogs are now 3-0 in the MEAC, 7-2 overall. I like them. I think they are the second best team in the country. And then I'm going to go with Jackson State, the number 1 team, getting a big victory at home last week against Mississippi Valley, the week before against UAPB. They have been dominating. Even though they're lower tier teams, nonetheless, they know how to dominate and take away the game completely from the opponent. And they have done that, which is why you see that 6-0 record, 8-2 on the season. Only 2 losses is to UL Monroe to start the season and to Grambling. So I like this top 5 matchup. Number 5, Southern University. Number 4, Tennessee State. Number 3, North Carolina Central. Number 2, South Carolina State. And right now, the best team in Black college football, just because of the dominating way that they've won and the way that they look, I'm going with the Tigers of Jackson State.